Today, I want to talk about a bit of a controversial topic. Controversial as in how I heal myself without therapy. So, since I was a kid, I was always ambitious and I always like to participate in things, participate in stuffs, and you know, like I took studies and competitions seriously. But what I didn't realize was that whom I considered my friends didn't really like it. It's only when I grew up I realized that I was never really surrounded by genuine friends who cared for me. They never congratulated me. They'll always have some passive aggressive remarks, which because growing up, these remarks they shape us. They shape how we are as a human when we grow up. So those remarks really affected me. Like when I gave slam book, you remember those slam books, like those where you give your friends and they write down their likes and dislikes. I remember I gave it to one of my friend that I considered my best friend for a very very long time, and she wrote paragraph a paragraph about what she didn't like in me. And I was shocked because she wrote that I was becoming very self obsessive, and she didn't like the way I kept talking about myself and how, like, generally how I presented myself to the world. I was really hurt, and maybe what she said was true. Not maybe, I guess it was true that yes, I was competitive, I was ambitious. So yeah, maybe I talked about myself a lot to her, to my friends. But it was not, to be honest, like it was not to show off or brag myself to them. It was, I wanted to share my happiness with them. You understand, like if I achieve something, I wanted to share it with my closest friends. That's why I told them. I never shared it with some random kids in the school that I got this, I achieved this. No, it was only that those close group of friends that I confided in, and I, you know, told them about my achievements. But I never got congratulations or anything like that back. So that slam book paragraph really really hurt me. I cried, and I didn't know what to do. And that was the beginning of me becoming a people pleaser, because I somehow thought that I have to dim my shine to fit in my friend group. That clicked something inside me, and something turned off. That particular paragraph turned off the light in me. After that, I was constantly conscious about me being too much, or am I talking about myself too much, or am I being too much, or am I being too conspicuous. Like I was so conscious about everything, and I wanted to be their friend so much that you know I made myself small. I made myself really small. It stuck for me for life. And that's when my friendship turbulence began, because before that I had no idea that my friends thought of me in that way. But after that, I started, you know questioning my friendships, and I started acting, very bitchy and angry. And because I was lashing out, I didn't know how to act. I was immature. I was just what I was just 11 years old, 11, 12 years old. I didn't know how to act maturely. I didn't know how to, what to do with that information. So instead of, correcting my behavior, I dimmed my shine, and in that frustration, I lashed out to them. I became this vindictive and, not a very pleasant person to be around. It this thing, um, It was stuck to me like a parasite, like a dark force with me that stayed with me for my whole life. Uh, but whenever I made new friends, I was so conscious about, not hurting them or not trying to, outshine them, that I made myself so small just to be accepted by them. But it's funny because it didn't work in my adult life too. At my I kind of had the same experience. I thought some people were my friends, but apparently not. They would compare themselves to me, and I hate competitions and comparison between friends. That's not me. If I'm friends with someone, I genuinely like them. I am happy when they're happy, and I expect the same from them. But what I learned was it wasn't like that. Even in my adult friendship, the same thing happened. The same cycle happened again. The person whom I considered my best friend, she abandoned me again for a very, very silly reason. And once again, I was alone. I was lonely. I was depressed. I cried and cried for days because friendship breakup hurts more than romantic breakups, at least for me. I was so angry because I thought I did everything. I did everything for that person. Like, I used to, it was so funny that even if I go somewhere, I won't post any pictures of that place because I thought that if she saw me having fun, then she won't like me. Like, I just wanted to make myself small. I don't know what I was thinking. I think that the the paragraph, the slam book thing, it stuck in my mind so hard that I never wanted to outshine my friends. I always wanted to lay low to be accepted. Some mistakes were made, and then I was left alone again. I was depressed. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to go to therapy, but the place from where I am, therapy is not very much available. So I turned to tarot and manifestation, and let me tell you, that changed my entire life, that changed my entire being. I was always lonely growing up. I always wanted to belong. I always wanted to belong to a girl group, to friendship group. I always wanted to feel like a part of something. And I had to do lots of shadow work, lots of healing, because I wanted to fit in so badly with anyone, with people to accept me, that I wasn't really myself. I was always mirroring people, always watching for clues about what they want, their likes, their dislikes, and I will mold myself according to them. What it actually did was make people feel icky, because once I showed my real self, the people, they'll they thought that why am I suddenly acting like this, but that was actually the real me, because being a fake person, fake persona is exhausting. So I'm going off track here again. So yeah, so after doing my shadow work, I did journaling, and I had to heal my inner child. I had to go deep inside my fears, or my fear of rejection, of abandonment. I had to really heal myself. I had to let go of those friends without feeling bad, who made me feel so small, who never made me feel included. And it was really tough, but I had to do it for myself, because our life is small, and if someone don't vibrate in the same frequency as you, it's time to let them go, because the right people, they will find you. And if they don't, you are better off alone than people who make you feel small, unincluded, and who wants to let you dim your shine. So after this healing process, I started to feel myself changing. I no longer needed their my friends' validation. I no longer needed their approval. I no longer needed to feel like I belonged to that girl group. So I started healing, and it really helped me. And once I realized that we are the creator of our own reality, that we are literally the gods of our own reality, everything shifted, everything changed. And I realized that I was the one attracting such people in my life because I gave that, desperate vibes to people, like desperate for attention, desperate for friendship, just wanted to fit in. And people can sense that. It's like, even while dating, if someone is very desperate for you, then you feel the ick. It was the same thing for me. I was giving the friendship ick because I was being too needy, too clingy, expecting too much, so I started distancing myself from those people who made me feel small, and began to work on myself. Sorry, someone knocked on the door. So as I was saying, yes, as I forgot, as I was saying, don't dim your shine for anyone, because you are the creator of your own reality. Whatever I was doing, I was attracting it myself, because I was in that loop, in that same cycle. I was in the negative mindset that I need to beg for affection, for friendship, and so I was attracting such people, in the same type of people in my life. But now that I have healed, and I am in a different frequency all the time, because now that I know the power that we have, all of us have inside, I now no longer crave for their attention or their affection, because I know I myself, I am enough, I'm sufficient, I am loved by people who are very important to me. I don't need anyone else. I have also deleted my social media because it was just, consuming those brain rot stuff was really disturbing my peace. So I filtered out my life, and let me tell you, I'm in my healthiest and the happiest era of my life. Really, I'm at my happiest and the healthiest era of my life. I have people that care for me. I have my kids, I have my husband, my family, and I actually made some new friends that seem genuine. And the thing is, I no longer care if those new friends include me or not, or because I'm not that desperate person vying for attention, begging for friendship attention anymore. I'm not that person. I just want to end this video by saying that you are the creator of your own reality, and if you can't afford therapy, or if you don't want to go therapy, I'm not against therapy. Therapy is good, but I'm just saying that if you don't want to go to a therapy, or you don't have access to therapy, just journal, shadow work. Journaling really helps. Okay, just journal, do shadow work, write down your biggest fears, what happened, and if you can, then meditate even for 5 minutes every day, and change from within. It doesn't happen overnight, but it will happen if you do it consistently. Listen to subliminals, empowering subliminals, listen to affirmations, do whatever you can to make yourself feel good. It doesn't mean that you become arrogant and self obsessed and don't care for anyone, selfish. No, I'm just saying that look after yourself, and people who actually will care for you, who cares for you, and who likes you will stay no matter what. Sorry, no matter your shine, no matter how high you are going, if they're your people, they will stay and they will cheer for you. Okay, thank you for listening. If you like this, then please like and subscribe. Welcome to your divine era. Bye.